Hello, my name is Randar, and in this video I'll try to demonstrate how to make the most out of your marksmanship hunter on a raid boss. I'll cover the pull and opening rotation, how to maximize cooldowns, and towards the end a short section about how to DPS on the move. For the purposes of this video I did not respec out of careful aim, however we shall assume that the boss is over the 80% mark as the second rapid fire finishes. Alright, here we go. Hunter's mark is on the boss, we shall assume a misdirect is on the tank as well. If your guild uses a pull countdown, you should begin casting your first aimed shot when the countdown is at 2 seconds. After the initial shot, immediately activate rapid fire and proceed with a pair of steady shots to proc improved steady shot. Now start chaining aimed shots. As you can see, it usually takes a steady shot to replenish enough focus to never break the aimed streak. It may happen that you drop improved steady shot buff for a second, but during rapid fire it's not the end of the world. When your rapid fire ends, pop readiness and refresh rapid fire. Rinse and repeat the opening rotation. Our second rapid fire has finished, and let's say we're out of the careful aim phase. At this point we begin our normal rotation. Here the trick is in keeping up Serpent Sting with Chimera shot used liberally close to its cooldown while maximizing our aimed shot usage. At the time of making of this video, delaying Chimera is viable and in fact best DPS, however that may change in following patches. Keeping improved steady shot up all the time is very important, especially as rapid fire phase makes for some hectic, really fast casting, and it's imperative that you don't lose your head and start smashing random buttons, otherwise your DPS will plummet heavily. It's probably very clear what I'm doing here. I'm usually casting steady shots in pairs and then casting either aimed or chimera shot. Every third cycle or so, Serpent Sting will come very close to its expiration. Make sure not to drop it, as reapplication is a straight DPS loss. You will want to use your instant aim shot immediately, except if you're pairing steadies and your ISS buff is about to expire. Sometimes you'll get lucky and casting aimed shot while the last steady shot that procs Master Marksman is in the air. When this happens, your current aimed shot won't cost you focus and you can immediately cast the instant one, followed by another hard cast. It's fun to use, but don't rely on it heavily due to its RNG nature. Watch what I'm doing in relation to procs and focus usage. In about a minute or two we'll start running around. One thing is worth mentioning: if you were survival pre-patch in a 10-man guild and running with a warlock, it's a possibility they use Dark Intent on you, as you were most likely the highest DPS alongside them in the raid. In marksmanship spec, however, Dark Intent will have an abysmal uptime and will not provide a meaningful DPS increase to you, and will as such be rather wasted. Inform your warlocks to put the buff on other classes when you're playing marksman. So, let's assume there's fire everywhere and we have to run like gypsies from the police. Naturally, we switch to aspect of the fox, but now our aimed shots can no longer be hard casted. Thus, we will switch to arcane shot for our focus dump. In this situation, keeping Chimera on cooldown is important. Any delay in this shot is a DPS loss. We still have our instant aim shot, which should again be used immediately, except when you're pairing two steadies to refresh an expiring improved steady shot buff. Nothing major really changes except for the aimed to arcane trade-off, and you shouldn't be losing a ton of DPS due to movement. If this poses a challenge, I suggest you do what I'm doing now, so that pressing the right buttons while moving will come naturally. This is about everything you need to know on how to DPS with your hunter in marksman spec in 4.0.6. For spec, glyphs and other general advice, follow the threads on Elitist Jerks, as it's best explained there. Good luck, have fun in raids, and don't stand in the fire more than you have to.